In this video, I will show you how to write an email sequence using ChatGPT. So if you're like me that avoid writing emails because it's time consuming, but you know that emails is very important, for growing your business, but you just feel that it's time consuming and that makes you to kind of avoid writing it. Or you keep postponing, the writing of the email just because it's time consuming, right? Or maybe you just hate writing emails, right? Because it takes time and you need to think very well before you come up with a good email. Or you find it difficult to come up with ideas, to write in your email sequence. If you belong to any of these categories, then make sure that you watch this video to the end, because in this particular video, I'm going to be revealing to you every secret steps you need to take when you want to write your email sequence using ChatGPT. So for example, let's say you're offering a weight loss program, right? And then you want to create an email sequence for that weight loss program. Or maybe you want to just use a lead magnet to run your Facebook ads, then send people to your email list. And then you want to create an email sequence for your weight loss program so that you can be able to follow up with those that join your email list. And then you can close your sales from there. Let's just say that is how you want to do it in your business. And remember, you're just using weight loss program as a sample service that we want to offer to your leads, right? It's just a sample business. So email sequence is almost similar to this, right? The first one is the reminder. So when somebody joins your email list, because the person joins because you promise the person a lead magnet, maybe a video training, or maybe an ebook, or maybe a template, or whatever it is that you offer the person that made the person to join your email list, right? So that is the first email you're going to send to the person. You want to remind the person about the lead magnet, and then tell the person to get the lead magnet, right? To download the lead magnet. That's the first email you're going to send on the email sequence, which is actually the reminder. So the second email in the email sequence can be answering objections. So we're going to come up with different objections for somebody that wants to go through a weight loss program and try to answer those objections. So in the second email, you can answer objection 1. In third email, objection 2. Fourth email, objection 3. Fifth email, you can answer objection 4. You have to answer different objections that can come up that can actually prevent somebody from buying your weight loss program, right? So that is exactly what we are going to be doing right now. So it depends on your email sequence. You can have 10 emails in your email sequence. It can be 15. It can be any number you like, right? But then I'm just going to show you how to write your email sequence using ChatGPT. I'm going to just give you the kind of prompt you should use to be able to come up with compelling emails that can actually drive more conversion for your business. That said, let me now go straight to ChatGPT so that I can start showing you how to actually do that. So remember, we said we are creating an email sequence for a weight loss program. So that's what I'm going to be using to create my prompt for this particular video. You're going to type in, give me an outline for a follow-up email sequence for a lead that opted in for a lead magnet but did not purchase my 3 months weight loss program. So I'm going to now click on enter and see what ChatGPT will bring up for me. All right, can you see that it's giving me the outline, right? I told you to give me an outline for a follow-up email sequence for a lead that opted in for a lead magnet but did not purchase my 3 months weight loss program, right? So you can see what they are telling me. Says here is an outline for a follow-up email sequence, right? Look at it. It's even telling me, giving me email 2. It's writing everything for me, right? Let's just see what will come up. It gave me email 1, giving me email 2 now, which is value proposition. It's writing it out for me. I'm going to stop generating so that we can just give it more prompt so you can come up with better emails, right? See, it's giving me email 3. Let's just wait to see what will happen. Let's just wait to see what will happen, because it's giving me different kind of emails. Now, email 3 is testimonial, right? And this is actually how you go about it whenever you are writing your email sequence. Email 4 is now limited time offer. You see that ChatGPT is very powerful, right? It's giving you what you're supposed to write, right? And then it's now even writing the emails for me. Email 5 is final follow-up email. Don't worry, we are still going to give it more prompts. Let's just wait for it to finish writing. Let's see what it will just come up with. This is powerful, right? So let's go through it and see what it came up with. Email one, it said immediate thank you, because when somebody downloads your lead magnet, you're supposed to thank the person, right? And still put the lead magnet in the first email. Immediate thank you is very, very important when somebody joins your email list. Now the next one is the value proposition. The next email in the email sequence. The third one is now testimonial, which is very, very good. You're supposed to share testimonials in your email sequence. It's very important, so you can drive more conversion for your business. And then the fourth one is limited time offer. Very, very important. Your email sequence is supposed to have a limited time offer, so it's very, very important. And then the fifth email is the final follow-up. Still very nice. So we're going to just go with the outline, but we will not really go with the emails because it's very short and it doesn't really have what we actually wanted. So I'm going to give it more prompts right now, so it can come up with better emails for us. So I can say, fantastic. Now use the outline to generate a 7-part email sequence to brand new subscribers of my newsletter. Can you write the first email of 7? So day 1 of 7. Remember, I wanted to write 7 emails for me, right? And use an optimistic, because you know that weight loss, you need to like motivate them, right? So that I'm going to use an optimistic tone and encouraging tone. So I'm going to hit enter. Can you now see it's giving me a more interesting emails because of the prompt I put for it. Now it's now saying, welcome, to our newsletter. We are so glad you decided to join our community of health and wellness enthusiasts, right? As a thank you for signing up, we included a free download of our exclusive weight loss guide. This guide is full of tips and tricks to help you achieve your weight loss goals and live your healthiest life. We believe that everyone has the potential to live their best lives, and we are here to support you every step of the way. Can you now see it's now different from the first email it generated for us because I used a different prompt, right, to guide it. That's one thing about ChatGPT. You need to guide it with your prompt for you to get a better output. It now said, over the next week, we'll be sending you a series of emails that will give you more information about our program, share success stories from our community, and give you tips and tricks to help you achieve your goals. Thank you again for joining us on this journey. We can't wait to see what you will achieve. Can you see that this one is more interesting, more compelling, more encouraging, right? More inspiring because of what? You're just hitting on their pain points. In this particular one, now is hitting on their pain points. But if you should compare this particular one with the first one it generated for us, look at the first one it generated for us. It just started talking about the program immediately. Thank you for downloading our weight loss guide. We are excited to help you achieve your weight loss goals. If you have any questions, please feel free to reply this email. To take your weight loss journey to the next level, we have an amazing program. In this particular one, you just started selling immediately, which is not good for your emails, right? You don't need to start selling immediately in your email sequence. So this one is not that nice. But when I now gave it a good prompt, I gave it a good prompt, right, to direct it. It now gave me these fantastic emails talking about their pain points, talking about how to help them to achieve the goal, like focusing on the customer, focusing on the lead, right, on the prospect, which is actually the right thing to do. So this is a better email. You can just decide to just edit it a little bit and then you are good to go. But the email is already very wonderful, right? Just little edits will just give you what you actually want. You can just decide to add 1 or 2 metaphor or similar to like pump it up, because when you use metaphor or similar or a short story, it makes email more interesting, right? So what I'm going to do here, you can just type in, just for you to add to the first email, you can just type in something like, give me a metaphor that shows the importance of weight loss, something of that nature, for you to come up with metaphors, right? Before, you have to start thinking of how you can get metaphors. You can't wasting time and thinking. But this time around, ChatGPT will just do the work for you. Okay, it's comparing it with a home, right? So give me 3 more. Let's see what it will compare it with this time around. Okay, so I just told you to give me 3 more metaphors to explain the importance of weight loss. So let's see what is coming up with it. Okay, now it's comparing it with a tree, right? This is nice. Now, I love the third one it gave me. This one, they compared weight loss to climbing a mountain. So now, I told you to give me 3 more metaphors to explain the importance of weight loss. Look at the first one it gave me. It compared it to decluttering your home, right? Which is nice, but I still want a better metaphor. So I told you to give me 3 more metaphors to explain the importance of weight loss. Now look at the 3 more metaphors it gave me. It compared it to a tree, pruning a tree. Then I love it, but it's not still there, right? Now it now gave me the second, comparison, which is what? Clogged drain. It's nice, but it's not still there, right? And now gave you the third one, which is what? Comparing it to climbing a mountain. Perfect, right? So they're not comparing weight loss to climbing a mountain. Remember, I want it to be motivation. I want something that will inspire people to take action, right, on their weight loss journey. So comparing weight loss, to climbing a mountain is the perfect comparison for me. So he said weight loss can be compared to climbing a mountain. Just as climbing a mountain requires determination, endurance, and focus, weight loss requires determination, endurance, and focus to reach your goals. And just as climbing a mountain offers stunning views and a sense of accomplishment at the summit, weight loss offers a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life at your goal weight. Do you now see? So this one actually compared it perfectly well, and that is exactly what I'm going to be using. So I'll just simply copy it and add it to this particular email it generated for me. Do you see how this thing works, right? This particular email it generated for me now, I'll just add it here just to make it to be more inspiring. Simple as that. So you can see that it has come up with the first email in the email sequence, right? The 7-day email sequence. It has come up with the first one. Now we're now going to give it another one, tell it to now write, the second email, right? So let me just copy this particular prompt because we're going to use it to tell it to write on the second email for us. Remember, it's a 7-day email, right? So I've copied it now. I'm going to just come over here and paste it and then edit it a little bit. So let me paste it here. Then the next thing I'm going to now tell it is that now use the outline to generate 7-part email sequence. So I'm now going to tell it to, can you write the first email? So this time around, I'll now tell it to write the second email. So I'll just remove the first and then put second. Can you write the second email of 7, right? Day 2 of 7. Day 2 of 7. And I can tell you this time around, use playful and humorous tone, right? Remember I told you to use optimistic and encouraging tone, but this time around, I want you to use playful. Use a playful and humorous tone. Humorous tone, right? This is what I'm going to tell you to do. The first one I said use optimistic and encouraging tone, but this time around I'm telling you to use playful and humorous tone. So I'm going to hit enter. Now it's writing the day 2 for me, right? So you can see it's even giving me the subject of the email. The subject is get off the couch. It's nice because you need to take action, right? So let's see what it's giving to me. So look at the second email it has given to me. So look at it here. That's giving another one to me. And then I told you to make it playful and humorous. You can just go through it, right? And then you see if you can edit something out of this place. So you just keep doing like that, like keep using this same prompt, right? Like this same prompt to write all the 7 emails, right? Just change it. Like I said now, can you write the second email of 7? Can I say, can you write the third email of 7? Like you just keep changing it and then using different tone depending on what you actually want to achieve with your email, right? Now, after this one, you now go to the next step, which is what? You want to now answer the objections, like because all these things will just help you to come up with the right email. So by the time you give it different prompts and to come up with different emails, you will now choose the one you actually want that fits your goal, right, of what you want to really achieve with your email sequence. So that is how it works. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you to now give me the most common objections that come up for people that want to embark on a weight loss journey. So let me just write it here. Create a list of the most common objections that come up for people that want to embark on a weight loss journey, right? So let's see the objections that can come up for them. So I'm going to hit enter. So when I now ask you to create a list of the most common objections that come up for people that want to embark on a weight loss journey, these are all the objections it came up for me. Lack of time, lack of motivation, fear of failure, social pressure, lack of support, financial constraints, medical issues, emotional eating, unrealistic expectation, lack of knowledge. These are powerful objections, right? Someone that wants to embark on a weight loss journey is likely going to encounter, right? They are real objections and all these things are true, right? So what I'm going to just do is this. You're going to choose the most common objections. Since it's actually your business, you already know the most common objections that usually come up for you, right? So and they should list it here. Just choose it and then tell it to write a follow-up email to answer that objection. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to start with financial constraints. And let's start from that one. So I'm going to tell you to write a follow-up email for me, right? Write a follow-up email for financial constraint objection. Let's see what they will now tell me. So I'm going to hit enter. So now can you see what is coming up with, right? I understand your concern that financial constraints can actually be a barrier for you to embark on your weight loss journey, right? I completely understand and would love to offer some potential solutions. Can you see? It now said there are some affordable options for healthy eating, such as buying in bulk, shopping sales, and focusing on whole food rather than expensive processed food. It's kind of giving different suggestions, which are actually nice. So you can tell it to make it more empathic, right? So you can tell it, make it more empathic, and even share a story. You can even ask it to share a story of somebody that was in that shoes and then later found a way, right? So now I'm giving it another prompt. Can you rewrite this? But this time include a short story of a person who had financial constraints and struggled with money but later had a positive ending. I'm going to hit enter. Let's see what it will come up with. Can you now see? Now it's now giving me a story of Samantha, a mother of two, who has struggled with her weight for years but has always been hesitant to start a weight loss journey due to financial concerns, right? But she had a limited budget and was worried that she wouldn't be able to afford the healthy food and gym membership and all that, right? That she thought that was actually necessary for their progress. But she was determined to make a change. Then she started focusing on simple, healthy foods that are budget friendly, like vegetables, fruits, lean proteins. She also began walking regularly around her neighborhood for exercise. While it was challenging at first, she found out over time that small changes made a big impact on her health and well-being. And there were many free and low-cost options available in her community, such as yoga classes at the local park and online workout videos and all that. So you can see that this particular story is actually a good one, talking about somebody that overcame her challenges of financial constraint and how she was able to embark on her weight loss journey, which is very, very nice. You can actually tell it to rewrite this particular story and make it more, empathic, using a particular story structure, right? So I told you to rewrite this text. Can you rewrite this text? But this time using a popular storytelling structure, the 3-act structure, and make it more empathic. Now I'll hit enter. Let's see what it will come up with. Can you now see? It's even making it more emotional, right? So you can use different tone whenever you're writing your emails, like make it more empathic, make it more emotional, make it more creative, make it more enthusiastic, make it humorous, make it playful. Do you understand? Make it more assertive. There are many, many tones you can actually use. Just try to use each of them to see what will come up, and then you select the one that actually works best for you. This one really answered it very well. Like, it did justice to it. This story actually did very great justice to it. So what you're not going to do is this. You're not going to replace this particular fake story of Samantha, right, with a real story of one of your clients, or the testimony of one of your clients, or any kind of information that is very real to your brand. That's what you're going to replace it with. And remember that since you're in the weight loss journey, you must have had clients that had the same issues, right? So you just simply replace this Samantha story with their own story. But the structure might even be similar, because someone that have a financial issue can just decide not to go about her weight loss journey just because of financial constraints. So you just replace the name, replace whatever you need to replace, right, with your client's testimonials or the story of one of your clients that later succeeded even after having a financial constraint and all that. So you can even ask ChatGPT to rewrite your email and include a specific story or testimonial of one of your clients. Just try to describe it a little bit, and then it will just take it up from there and write every single thing for you and make your work very much easier. So somebody like me, that it takes me like 3 weeks to write 16-part email sequence, with ChatGPT, I will now write it in less than 24 hours. Like, this is crazy, right? This is so mind-blowing because of how fast and efficient ChatGPT is. If you found this video useful, then you might consider clicking on the video on the screen right now to watch the next video on how to write your Facebook ads copy using ChatGPT. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, then enable your notifications so you don't miss out on any video I post on this channel. See you next time. Bye.